My control room upstairs was a great place to demonstrate the sound of the instrument itself, because there are very few reflections in that room. But all of that acoustic treatment on the walls and the ceiling can make it a bit too acoustically dead for recording at times. I've moved down to the basement now so we can talk about another consideration when recording acoustic guitar, which is the room itself. The room is going to be captured just as much as the instrument. So make sure you're listening to the room from the very beginning. Anytime you record something, I recommend walking around the instrument and listening. Your ears are probably the best tool you have for determining the right starting place for the microphone. My ears are attached to my head though, which makes it impossible for me to play guitar and walk around at the same time, listening. And you're not even here to look silly and walk around the room with me. So let's experiment with microphones instead. Listen carefully here. In addition to the proximity effect and the complete picture effect we've talked about so far, can you hear the way the room sound changes when the mic is further away from the source? When the guitar makes sound, some of the energy goes directly to the microphone. That's called direct sound. But some energy bounces off of walls, the ceiling, the floor, and other boundaries in the room, and is then reflected back to the microphone as indirect sound. If you're going for a natural sounding recording of an acoustic guitar, a good starting location for the mic might be to find the spot where the direct sound and the indirect sound are equal and level. That's called the critical distance, and it changes depending on the acoustics of the space you're recording in. From there, you can decide if you want to move closer to get a drier sound with less reverb or less room sound. And if you tie this together with what we've talked about so far, about the different sections of the acoustic guitar and how they sound on their own, you can start recording with intention. Do you want more bass and less room sound? Well, move the mic a bit closer to the body of the guitar. Do you want less bass and less room sound? You could move the mic a bit closer toward the neck of the instrument. Or is the balance of direct and indirect sound already perfect, but you want a bit less strumming sound? Well, move the mic and listen. Now you're starting to mix while you're recording, which will make mixing a lot easier later on. We spend so much time fixing things that could have been avoided from the beginning, but I want you to start recording with the end in mind. This is a principle we talk about constantly with our members in the Audio University coaching program. If you're interested in joining, use the link below this video to become a member, and you'll get instant access to our full course library, which includes the Recording Acoustic Guitar course, the Mixing Essentials course, the Ear Training Level 1 course, and more, as well as the Ear Training Lab, a practice app for learning what to listen for, and access to our live coaching calls where you can ask me questions face to face.